Of course, many of you know that the month of October is Black History Month, and we are celebrating Black history. I don't make any apologies for that. I embrace my origins. I embrace my culture, and I really wanted to hear something a little bit about our history and about our culture. And I couldn't think of anybody other than this gentleman that I'm about to invite. So really put your hands together for Chester Morrison at this time.
Good afternoon, everybody, and all protocol observed. This was a very difficult thing for me to choose exactly what to do today. The reason being, we have just lost in August Sister Jean Bint-Breeze, dub poet who lived with schizophrenia for over 40 years. She was diagnosed when she was in her 20s, and she died on the 4th of August. She spent a lot of time here in the UK and certainly in Jamaica. I am proud to call her my friend. We did a number of artistic things around the country. And I thought I would use the opportunity. It's not just indulgence, but just to use the opportunity to introduce people to someone who has just left us in August, Jean Bint-Breeze. Artistically, she was the first woman dub poet out of Jamaica. She came to the UK invited by Linton Kwesi Johnson, who many people attribute the term dub poetry to. And she had won a number of awards. She appeared in theater, in dance. She wrote plays, she directed plays. But most of all, she was a very strong performance poet. And I thought the thing to do was, having given a very brief background into her life and the challenges that she faced, because she was one of those people who advocated for mental health issues, particularly within the arts, because she realized that if someone like her did not have the opportunity, living with schizophrenia meant that she would have been locked out of society in a number of different ways. And I thought the best way to combine the two things was to slightly adopt one of her poems, which is the Mad Black Woman Radio. And it does two things. It gives an insight in the culture of Jamaica, from where she came, but it also gives an insight into the type of challenges that an organization like ACCI deals with on a day-to-day basis. So when we hear about the problems and difficulties, it will give us a better appreciation of that. So here is my rendition of the Mad Woman Radio by Jean Bint-Breeze. The first time them carry me go Bellevue was for the doctor and the landlord operator to take the radio out of my head. Through them sees the bed that give me cancer and make me can't talk to nobody. And the same day that the landlord throw me out for no pay me rent, I may have to sleep out a door, wrap around Channel 1 reading box. And at the same night that the DJ fly up in my head and me hear my play say, eh, eh. No feel nowhere. Town is a place that I really can't say you could have you could rivet me hand, rivet me toe, me want go a country, go eat mango. So when hungry, make King Street pavement bubble and dolly in front of me, and my foot start follow. fly to garbage can in a Chinaman backlot, and them nearly chop off me hand in a butcher shop to steal a piece of rotten pork. At the same day when two dirty maga girl who are walking in front of me drop the last piece of ripe banana and me bend down, put it down, pick it up and name it. At that time when them grab me and is right back in a bed, you them carry me. And that is the time the landlord and the doctor operate and them call. And they pull the radio plug out of my head and send me back out of the street, say me, all right now. But as I catch out of the street, I take the radio plug and push it back in my head and I hear me DJ still a play. No feel nowhere. Town is a place that I really can't say them could rivet me hand, rivet me toe. Me want go a country, go look mango. So you see, when me first come at town, I would tell everybody good morning. Now the little rosiness gone out of my face, nobody now answer me, and the silence turn rags round my body in the middle of the dead people, them who are ball about to cast a living. And the only thing why me to go start staring mad is through me sit down in a parade. I tear up newspapers for talk to, and sometimes them roll up in a the uncle, but sweet, soft yellow heart breadfruit with little saltfish side of it. And when little rain fall, me get coconut rum down for eat with it too. The same place where the country bus them pull up, and sometimes I try to board the bus and the conductor boy say, dirty boy, come off of the bus. But it's true now hear the rhythm in my head. The same, the rhythm, the cassette man a play. And my DJ still a say, no feel nowhere. Town is a place that I really can't see them could rivet me hand, rivet me toe. Me want go a country, go look mango. Well, this morning me start out on Spanish Town Road. For me I go home. For me here, my granny used to say, she used to walk from country to come at town to sell food. And me want to get home before them put the price on it. But me can't go home dirty, so. For my parents, them send me out clean. So I see one standpipe and I take off the crocus bag them and I start to bathe myself good and proper. For I hear the voice of the same two dirty girl them from last night say, who could I want him? But as me put the clear, clean water on my body, now grab me, and it's back in a Bellevue, them carry me. But me, I'd be naked out the street, and the same time the doctor and the landlord operate and take the whole radio from out of my head. And when them think me still under the clariform, them put it down careless. And when them gone, I grab the radio and I push it back in my head and I still hear me the DJ still a play. No feel nowhere. Town is a place that I really can't say you could rivet me hand, rivet me toe. Me want go country, go look mango. And the same doctor and the landlord trigger the electric shock in my head. And the same time me hear me DJ say, murder! Harlem pull up, Mr. Operator. Harlem pull up. Tribute World Mental Health Day, ACCI and Jean Winterbreeze, who from 1956 to 2021. Thank you.
Well, put your hands together. That was excellent. Thank you for the Chester Morrison. Wow. Wow. That certainly captivated my mind and our culture. It captivated everything that, and gave us an insight to some of the experiences that our people have faced and are facing even today. And I'm so glad that we have organizations such as ACCI that helps those individuals that find themselves in this particular vein. But thank you for that excellent presentation, Brother Chester. I really appreciate that. May God bless you.